Hey, what's up, Guardians? It's your boy, Church of Caboose, and welcome back to my channel. For this video, I thought we'd just talk real quick about the challenge in the Master King's Fall raid, The Grass is Greener, because yes, the Master version of this raid is out along with its challenges, and these challenges, when completed successfully, will reward you with an additional piece of loot, which means you will get to level up just a little bit faster. So that's going to be this video, is talking about how to do the challenge. So please make sure to click the like button, as well as subscribe to my channel if you find this video to be helpful. So let's get on into this. So first things with this Master Raid, it is a lot harder than the Master Vow. In my opinion, this probably has a lot of stuff going on, like the Master Vault of Glass, because bosses like War Priest seem to have a ridiculously more damage and more health, and so I have a feeling it's kind of like Master Vogue, because Vogue got a bunch of extra health and stuff, and so this is probably the same thing. So going on into this raid, just be aware some weapons and things might actually be a little bit different for parts of this raid, and the first thing that's going to be way different with your weapons, at least how I would suggest, is going to be at totems doing this challenge, because the grass is greener is the challenge for totems. I would highly suggest using as many wells as you possibly can, perhaps even a full Warlock fire team, as well as Gallahorn. You're going to want to have one person that is doing Aeons or some kind of heavy ammo finisher that is going to be, their main deal is going to be killing the knights that spawn that need to get killed in order to drop the brand. Quick note, I am making this assuming you already know how to do this encounter, because if you don't, I don't know why you'd be doing the master version, so I'm not going to go too detailed about how to do the encounter itself, more about the challenge. So just thought I'd get that out of the way there pretty quick. Alright, so you want to have as many wells as you can. Other supers are fine, but having at least 3 warlocks will be very helpful. And then you want to have one person that is using Aeons or some kind of heavy ammo finisher, and their job is to kill the knights. Alright, so that's kind of your fire team setup. How this challenge works is you cannot go back to the same totem or pillar twice and 2 times in a row. Right, so say you go to the left side, maybe you're the first one to pick up the brand, so or the aura or whatever, you grab it, run to the left side, you're on that totem, someone comes in and replaces you. The next time you're going to go to the right side, and you just go back and forth just like that. So here's kind of how the encounter goes. Instead of thinking about there being 2 fire teams of 3, think about it more like 1 fire team of 5, because you got the one guy that's trying to prioritize making a bunch of heavy ammo. So generically how this will work, everyone still kind of starts off with like, hey, I want to go left first, I want to go right first, whatever, and then you start the encounter, things kind of start off as normal. So then say if I'm the one that is, in this point of view, grabbing the first relic on the left side, so I pick up the relic, go to the left side, I'm in there doing my thing, killing ads, that way I build stacks of the Sorrows of Burden or Deathsinger's Sorrow, whatever, and then I wait, and then I call out my time, and the next guy that is replacing me, that is going to steal my aura, comes at me, grabs my aura, and then I book it back to the middle. I go to the middle, deposit my Deathsinger's Sorrow, and then once that's done, instead of going to the left side to grab the wizard and the knight, I go to the right side, to the opposite. See? Make sure you kill the wizard, get the knight down, grab that brand, and then drop down and replace the person on the right side. See, it's kind of like positions 1 through 5 instead of 1 through 3. Hopefully that helps you out. And that really is the challenge if it was just as easy as that. It is just that easy when we are talking about the regular version of King's Fall, but when we're on the Masters version, there's a couple of other things in there that are going to be happening. The first main big giant change is that every 25 or so sorrows deposited, 3 unstoppable spawn, 1 on left, 1 on right, and 1 in the middle. So you're going to make sure that you are running something unstoppable. If you're on Warlock, you could of course do the unstoppable Celestial Fire, because it's got range, because it's an artifact seasonal mod, you could put that on, or you could do unstoppable pulse, or both, because you never know what happens. You also want to be making sure you're using Gallahorn, and all 3 of these ogres, when they spawn out of the ground, do not stun them as soon as they appear. Let them hop all the way out of the ground and stand up, then stun them. If you stun any of these unstoppables while they're kind of in the ground and not all the way out and ready to move, then you will kind of miss the actual stun lock. You might be able to do extra damage, but the ogres aren't going to be stunned, and so they will beam you and your fire team down off the bat. In order to make these unstoppables even easier to kill, our fire team found it was a little bit helpful to try and grab the brand or steal the aura at the very last possible second, somewhere around 3 seconds or less if doable. The reason for this is because the timing kind of worked out where there'd be 2 people dealing with each unstoppable, and just have better odds of that being the case than there being 1 person dealing with each unstoppable. And the people in the middle, of course, you gotta take care of that. And the sword guy or whoever's doing the Aeon thing, it really should be trying to prioritize keeping a look at that. And that's kind of the main big difference with this encounter. The reason why Gallahorn works really well for this is, well, I guess there's really 2 reasons. One is it kills the unstoppables really quickly. That's probably its biggest pro. The other reason is there is just so many adds and firepower raining down. That's why you want the well on each of these totems. But then the Gallahorn at least will take out the knights that are raining down hellfire. You could throw them at adds. You could use it to clear out a lot of stuff and build up a lot of stacks, because the faster you get your stacks, the less times you have to run through, and the higher your odds are of completing this. The team I joined on have been doing this for a long time and figured out this strat that was working well for them. They needed somebody. I filled in. I was like, sure, this would be great to do this. And so I joined in, and we ended up beating it pretty quickly. So I would say if you've got a very competent team, this is not a super hard challenge. If you're not a very competent team, this might take quite a bit of time to figure out, and that's okay. Not every challenge is going to be really easy, and you know it's not the worst thing. You know, give it a go one day. If you get frustrated or tired or whatever, you can always just stop and regroup the next day and try and come back, because hey, you'll have the checkpoint, and odds are people are going to want to join you. The best days to try and do these challenges are going to typically be on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. That's just when people tend to be posting to do these challenges. I will say that it seems really obvious this raid is going to be one of those ones where people are probably really only interested in doing the specific encounter or up to that encounter, and then its associated challenge, and not really moving on. Right, so with my fire team, we beat the totems. We went on to do War Priest. War Priest was one heck of a damage check. We kept getting super close. It's like, you know what, guys, I'm really sorry. Myself and a couple other dudes, we gotta get up for work, school, gym, whatever. Like, we gotta hop off, and we hopped off. And I was like, you know what, whatever, no worries. I'll come back the next day. I'll either do an Oryx checkpoint if someone's posting for it, or I'll just start from totems or from War Priest, and there was like nobody looking, and this was even on Wednesday. So your best shot is going to be Tuesday, but if history holds true, Wednesdays will be okay, and War Priest is going to be one heck of a son of a gun. But anyways, for the grass is greener on totems, this is the challenge, right? So hopefully you can have the person with the Aeons making lots and lots of ammo for Gallahorn, because again, it really helps to burn the unstoppables and take care of ad control. Now for the wells, ideally you will pretty much always have a well in the middle on the plate where you deposit the stacks, and then you'll usually have a well on the left and the right. That is ideally how this would go. When you're in the middle depositing your stacks, another great reason for running Gallahorn is you are able to go ahead and just lock that racket onto the wizard, just track it, boom, get the wizard, take rid of, and then when you hop up there, you hope for the knight's just already there, jump up in the air, kill the knight. It's like 1, maybe 2 rockets, and then move on. That's the other reason why Gallahorn it just speeds up things so much. Just so much. Everything's just so much faster if you're using Gallahorn. If you try using other stuff, yes, you can probably do it. This Gallahorn just worked really well for our team, and I bet it will work great for you guys as well. Hopefully this video was helpful and you get this challenge beaten. I really hope this was something that you guys find worthwhile. If so, please make sure you click the like button as well as comment down below. Traditionally, raid videos don't do very well for my channel, and so I've kind of phased away from doing them. But with this master raid being as challenging as it seems like it is, and so far and it's going to be, I was like, you know, I'll give this a go. And if you guys like it, please like the video and comment down below, just letting me know, like, hey, could you keep doing these for the other encounters and their challenges, something, because these can take a bit of time and remembering to record and stuff. And it just helps me out to know if this is something that is worth my time, because I know there's a lot of bigger, way more talented creators that tend to do these kinds of things, but I haven't seen any videos out on it yet. So I kind of wonder if this is either really hard or people are like, hey, this is easy, and I'm in the minority that's like, hey, this actually took at least a team, like a lot of time and effort to figure out the strategy. Thank you, 10 Little Zohans, for letting me hop in on your team. They put in like 7 hours, I think they said, before I got there, working on this and figuring this out, and it worked out really well for us once I got there and we were able to get everything going. So please let me know. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I am Church of Caboose. Have a great week. Good luck doing this challenge in Master King's Fall. My hats are tipped to anyone that's already beaten it. I will probably just do whatever the encounter is for the week once in this challenge and then just leave it there. And happy grinding, y'all.